Lizzie!
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Doing
Good.
good on this lovely morning.
Yeah, I know. It's like freezing.
Yeah, it's like a mix because I have the sun blaring in, so it's like my room's getting heated like an oven right now. So
Yeah. Well, it's freezing in my house. It's like,
yeah, so it's fun times. So now we're gonna do an interview, and you have an acoustic set for us.
yeah,
Sounds good.
let's
So
do it.
let's do this. So now, why don't you now I know also you have you had some big things happen to you last week, so we're gonna cover that in a little bit. But first, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody for people who don't know who you are?
Yeah, well, my name is Lizzie Cates. I am a country artist in Nashville, Tennessee. I moved to Nashville about 3.5 years ago. I'm originally from Reno, Nevada. Ooh, biggest little city in the world. I've been writing songs since I was 5. I put in quotation because it's like, let's be real, I was probably like just rewriting Twinkle Little Star at 5, but I still consider that. Writing. I used to love writing and coming up with my own like fairy tales and stories and stuff. And I taught myself how to play guitar when I was 13. I like to write songs about my life. I love to people watch, so I kind of just write about whatever I see and whatever I feel. I'm obsessed with cats. I have the cutest cat in the world. Let me see if I can get her to wake up here. Let me turn the camera. There she is.
Laura!
Hi, Sora. Little baby. Yeah, love her. I'm obsessed. Yeah. Just living.
Yeah. So now now, like I said, you had some huge things happen to you last week. Why don't you talk about it? Because I don't want to be the one saying it.
Oh my gosh, like my whole life has it's been flipped upside down. Like, so I put out a song about 2 months ago, and the algorithm kind of like went like this, and then just went like that. So I was like, oh, okay, it's time to go in and record my next single and see what happens. But then this guy who runs one of the biggest radio stations in Ireland asked me if he could play my song, and I was like, yeah. And then, he's been trying to get Nashville artists out there for a while, just like more, like unknown artists out there. But the thing about Ireland is that it's really hard to get people to listen to something that, unless you're already really popular, like you have to do, he told me you have to do a cover first. We were planning on doing a Queen cover because apparently Queen is huge out there. So I'm in the process of recording Crazy Little Thing Called Love, just like a country version. And I'm very excited. But, he's like, I'm going to send it to everybody I know. They probably won't buy it, but let's see what happens. And every single radio station picked it up. And I mean, we're talking in Ireland, the UK, Sweden, Italy, Australia, Germany, like just everywhere. Like they all picked it up. And I was just like, what is happening? And then less than 8 hours, it went #1 on the country iTunes charts in Ireland, which is unheard of for somebody who's not well known. So that was insane. And now it's trending in the UK. And then I also made my CMT debut on Friday. Like, I don't even know what's happening. It's just going crazy. So
You gotta go to have your debut on CMT. It's crazy because so many legends are on there.
Oh my, like that's literally like a huge dream of mine. Like I used to spend every weekend pretty much just watching the CMT Country Countdown. And I was like, man, I would love to have my music video on this someday. And it happened. So it's insane. Like, I don't even know what's happening, but I'm so grateful. I'm so beyond grateful. And wow.
What was your initial reaction to seeing it on TV, on CMT? Like, did you get...
It was just like unreal. I was like, somebody pinched me. Like, none of this is actually happening. Because, I had dreams about this stuff happening. Yeah, so, I totally realized I never said the name of the song. So if anybody wants to listen to it, it's called I Like the Way. So the music video is on the CMT website. You can, it's on iTunes, Spotify. My music video is also on YouTube if you want to see it. But yeah, I don't even know. Like, I just feel like none of this is actually happening and that I'm just going to wake up one day and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It was all a dream. But it hasn't happened yet. So I'm so thankful. Oh,
Yeah, and you recorded the music video here in New York City.
I did. I'm so obsessed with New York City. Like, oh, yeah, just me dancing around New York City. No one's paying attention. Like, a lot of people ask me, like, did you hire people to, like, not pay attention? I'm like, nope, that's just New York for you. It's just normal to be dancing around where no one can hear me because I have headphones in.
I'm pretty sure
dancing around.
I'm pretty sure people were just looking at you like, who is that crazy girl dancing over there?
You know. Oh well, you know, maybe one day they'll see the music video and be like, hey, I knew it. That girl was dancing around for something.
Hey, I made an appearance in that video and I didn't even know it.
Oh yeah, I know.
All the people. So now, who are some of your musical influences?
Well, growing up, I was always obsessed with the Dixie Chicks, which are now the Chicks, but for just time's sake, they were called the Dixie Chicks back in the day. Like, when I was a little kid, like, my lifelong dream wasn't only to be a country artist, but to become one of the Dixie Chicks. Like, I used to pretend I was one of them in my bedroom, like, singing to my stuffed animals. So they're a huge influence. George Strait and Garth Brooks were a huge influence, obviously, because my mom and my grandma were obsessed with them. Storytelling wise, I think Vince Gill is a big part of me too. And then I also was just like a super emo kid in middle school and high school. So I think that a lot of like the bands like Boys Like Girls and like, you know, those kind of bands, I think they have a huge influence on the way that I write my choruses too. Like, love them. And then obviously like my biggest influence I think is probably Taylor Swift, because I get compared to her a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I think I like a lot of different kind of music. So I think that in a way, a lot of it has influenced me just throughout the years. Like, you know, growing up, I was obsessed with like 80s rock because my mom loved it. Like Bryan Adams and Phil Collins, like the Tarzan soundtrack was literally all my mom would listen to, like driving us to school. So I think that also has a huge influence on me. I don't know. I just love music. So there's not really a type of music that I don't, you know, really dislike. So yeah.
Well, your mom definitely has good taste because I was obsessed with the Tarzan soundtrack.
So good. Like that one and the Spirit, like the one about the horse, because Bryan Adams did that soundtrack. Like those are my two favorite soundtracks growing up. Just so good.
Yeah. So now, what are some of your upcoming plans? Like, since like everything has been like started to skyrocket for you all of a sudden. Like, I know you just went on a little tour, which it's crazy to say since nobody.
I know. It was kind of like on the whim thing. Like a bunch of places in Florida were like, "Come play," and I was like, "Okay." And it was all like very socially distanced. Like I was on like a big stage, away from people. Like no one was like allowed to approach the stage. Like the tip buckets were like, they had tip buckets on each little table, so like people can just leave tips on the table, so that no one had to approach the stage, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm hopefully doing more of that here soon. I got to confirm some dates, but I just feel like, you know, I have to keep this ride going, and I have to get, you know, more well known in the United States. Definitely next year, they've already invited me to go do a tour in Ireland and the UK and just that whole like circuit, which is amazing because those are places I've always wanted to go. And the fact that I get to go there for music is just insane. So hopefully things are better by next year and I'm able to do that. In the near future, I just recorded my next single. We're already working on the one after that. So I'm hopefully going to have 2 singles out by the end of the year. Yeah, I don't know. I just like I don't know. I'm just like trying to write and get as much music. It's awesome because starting Monday, I'm having another single come out in Ireland, which is really cool. I wrote this song 4 years ago, which is insane. A song I wrote called Strangers, which pretty much like grabbed people's attention, which is the reason why I moved to Nashville. It was kind of a song that is very personal and very like somber and like very fall feeling. I'm very excited because, that one never really got a lot of radio play. So in Ireland, they're making that my next single in Ireland. That's starting on Monday. So let's see what happens with that one. If that one goes number 1, I'm literally going to lose it. Because that one is so, like, I Like the Way. Great. It's beautiful. But Strangers was so personal that if this one goes number 1, I'm literally going to lose it. Like, I'm going to be like, no way. No. Insane.
Yeah, I've seen that with like a lot of artists. Like sometimes like they'll like put out like songs like when people don't even really know who they are. And
Yeah.
then and then like people and then later on like when they're getting a little bit more of a fan base, they'll their older songs will start to gain attention.
Yeah, I know. I actually, who was I talking? I was talking to somebody about this, and they were like, you know, they're like, I'm so sick of playing that song. Like I've been playing it for years, and they're like, well, you're gonna keep playing it until everybody hears it, because it's like it might be extremely old to me, but it's gonna be brand new for somebody else. And I was just like, okay, that's the mindset you gotta have. Like, just be really excited that you're like, at least people like your music. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So now, for people who want to check you out, where can they find you on social media?
So you can find me on pretty much everything. My Instagram is Lizzie Cates Music. Facebook, you can just type in Lizzie Cates, look for like a black fedora hat. That's me. I have TikTok. It's mostly just videos of my cat, but you know, if you think my cat is cute, it's worth following me. And then on iTunes, Spotify, you know, all those things, you can find me just under Lizzie Cates.
All right. And now also you're gonna sometimes go live on here from time to time when you have time to do so.
Yeah, like the first time, I had totally missed the memo there.
I came in on the second time you were live and you were playing, and I was just like,
yeah, you're like, okay.
I was like, yes, she's using it. I was like proud. I was like a proud mother.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, you know, at first I didn't really know what it was, and then I came on here and I'm like, oh, everybody's so nice. Like, it's awesome. I've gained probably a lot of fans from here actually, which is really cool.
Yeah, like a lot of artists think like this platform is like, oh, it's just dating, but literally, there's so much to it. It's interactive. Like,
yeah,
people can give you the virtual gifts, and
yeah, I think that's awesome. I was like, what am I getting myself into? And then it's just everybody was so nice. Like, and then the people who weren't, everybody's like, get out. Like bounce. So it was awesome. I enjoy this app. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. So now, is there anything that I didn't touch base on that maybe you want to share with people before you get into your acoustic set?
I don't think so. Pretty much covered all the bases. You know, caught me up on my crazy life.
All right, so then if you want to get into your acoustic set,
yeah,
you can do
that. Sounds good. How many songs would you like me to play?
You can play one or two.
Sounds good. All right. Well, this first song is the song that that was my current single, the one that's been changing my life. But yeah, this is called I Like the Way. you.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I have to admit that song is really catchy. So
Thank you.
I feel like there's like just like the people out there who haven't heard it will get caught onto it if when they find the song and hear it.
Aw, thank you.
All right, so now why don't you get into your next song and you can tell us about it and.
Yeah. So this next song is the song that I just recorded for my next single. It's a very fun. I wanted to follow up with a song that was also fun. Just because I feel like it's, you know, you got to ride that wave a little bit. So this one's going to be like the last one was like a love song, but this one's going to be like totally like a bashing song. Like I wrote it with some of my greatest friends, and oh my god, we were just talking about how like literally every single one of our like just exes just like or just ruin everything. Like just like that's just everybody goes through that. You know, everybody always has that one ex that's like that ruins it. Like you're like, okay, you know what? I'll just try to be civil. I'll try to be friends because like you're friends with all your other friends. So you're like, okay, I'm just gonna try, and then they ruin it. All the time, every single time, without fail. So we wrote this song, and it's called We Can't Be Friends. Let me just make sure this is in tune, because we care about that. It's changing seasons, so it's a little freaked out. Much better. Let's try that again. You showed off, 'cause you knew I was gonna be there. I just, so what? Do you mean that I still care? Not your new girlfriend, it's because it's best friend. Bet you don't know you yet. You showed off. She was standing right there. Hey! Stop calling on my phone when you home alone. Tell me, does you even know I'm so over you? Sounds like everybody else is too. Hey, that's why we can't be friends. Hey, this is where it ends. Can't see I never try. Every time cross my mind, that's why. Ladies, let me hear ya. Don't text your ex. Now fellas, let me hear ya. Don't text your ex. Hey, that's why we can't be friends. Hey, never ever again. Hey, that's why we can't be friends. Hey, this is where it is. Can't see I never try. Every time cross my line, that's why we can't be friends. Hey, that's why we can't be friends. This is where it is. Can't see I never try. Every time cross my line, that's why we can't be friends.
That was a really good song. I can't. Now you said that that's going to be released soon, or
Yeah, very soon. So we just we got pretty much everything on it. We just need to add a couple more things, and then yeah, we're hoping it will. Geez, I can talk. I promise. We're hoping it'll be out by the end of October. If not the end of October, then it'll definitely be out in the very beginning of November. So very soon, like couple weeks.
That sounds amazing. So everybody who's in here, if you haven't checked Lizzie out, you can favorite her on here. And then also, Lizzie, why don't you plug in your social media one more time for those of you who are just entering?
Yeah, so my Instagram is just Lizzie Kate's Music. I'll just like type it so you guys can actually see it like written out. It's yeah, Lizzie Kate's Music, and then my TikTok is also Lizzie Kate's Music. I mean, I don't really post that many videos. I mean, I post videos, but they're pretty much all my cat. I will show her again just so that people can see her. And then you can find me under just, you know, all the music platforms. It's just Lizzie Kate's. Yeah. And then on Facebook, it's just Lizzie Kate's as well. Flip the camera. Flip. Oh, I need to get off. There we go. I was like, why is it flipping? There we go. This is my cat. For those of you who didn't see her in the beginning, she's the cutest thing in the world. Super cute. Yeah.
Was making her debut on.
I know. She's so. I don't think I've even shown her on here yet. So
Yeah.
it's her debut on Make Me. That's really what people want. You know, that's what people come for. You know, the cat. She's part of the brand now.
So anyways, it was nice having you on today.
Yeah, finally happened.
Yeah, finally happened. And I can't wait for your new music to come, and
I'm so excited.
and I can't wait to see how these songs, if they work out for you too. Like, I like the way.
I know, you know, it's just, it's like something that you hope for, but you can't like expect it, you know, it's kind of like, you hope and pray, and you just keep making music, and I don't know, we'll see. We'll keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, but.
All right, well, thank you again. And,
thank you for having me.
And I will talk to you soon, and everybody who hasn't favorite her and check her out.
So please send me a hi. There's someone I'd like to introduce you to. Hi, Hot Ninja. You want me to message you, right? Or how is that?
Yeah, he wants you to message him.
Okay, I will do that. Cool.
But yeah. Anyways, I'll X you out.
Awesome.
But thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.
Bye. All right, guys, that's today's show. It's short, it's simple, it's sweet. It's Lizzie Kate's. Thank you again to her for coming on. Next week is going to be another amazing show. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to say who's on because you never know. So,